What's going on, guys? ZfreeZone here, and today we're going to do a little raid base for the server. And if you don't know about the server, it's a PC Conan server, HyperX, or you can jump on my Discord and get the links to jump right in. But we're going to do a little raid base, and it's going to be not going to be a hard raid base for people to get because there's a few younger clans on here. So we're going to try and make it pretty easy, but we'll make it look good at the same time because it doesn't need to be that difficult. So should look good is what I'm thinking. So what I'm going to go for is a Hanning base here. Now, I haven't done a Hanning base for a while. Let's get out of that mode. But you can see there's a nice little ridge here, and we're going to do it off of this guy here. Alright, so we're going to place a pillar down. Let's go here. Want a really nice anchor point. It's going to let us place it in many areas at all. That's alright, we'll work around it. We'll get our way out here. I did see a spot before. We'll get that spot again. It'll be a lot easier to work under here. So let's go with that spot there. Now let's bring this over to the middle. That's about right. Now we're going to go pillar into the wall. And we're going to get rid of these guys. That one can stay. And we're going to get this guy, and we're going to kind of come around in a circle here. Just like that. And now we're going to put all these pillars down. So there we go. Now we've got a nice little bit to go from. I'm going to get rid of all these guys because I want it to actually look like it's Hanning. So we're going to come back and we're going to put 4 of these guys down here. So that's just because we're going to put all those so they don't just blow up one pillar and the whole thing falls down. They're going to have to blow up each of these guys. And we can't do that because that will be overlapping, so you're going to have to go that way there. Make sure they're rotating the right way. And I think that's a good start. It's going to be a circle build, as you can see, and yeah, I think that's a nice little start there. So let's chuck down these guys here, some ceiling pieces, and we'll do these on the outskirts. Let's make a little bit room. Out of 10, this raid base is probably going to be like a 3 or something. I'm not going for anything too difficult. Yeah, we're going to go a little bit easier for these guys. Now, I don't know if I want to go just that big, or should we drop it down one more? Let's have a look at that. Let's grab a wall out. This guy, I'm going to play this foundation. We need that guy. So that would be the wall, and then we'll come back in after the wall. Alright, let's bring some support down. That might be right. Going to come down again, and now we're going to go a little circle in the middle. So now we can come off this guy, which is not too bad. So what I'm thinking is if we come down another level. This is all like, I don't know what I'm building here either. We're just going to build and see what comes from it. I've got a rough idea. It's going to be a Hanning base. So there we go. Now we've got the connection that we want. Let's connect this guy back up as well. I kind of like that 2-layer effect inside. Not too bad. So let's layer this out. Let's get these walls here so we can run the walls off these guys. Very nice. And then we get the other layer down. Yeah, that 2-layer circle effect is quite nice. Just these guys here, we want to put this back in. Very cool. That is an interesting look there. Let's grab some of these guys. And let's see what we can do down here. See if that's gonna stick anywhere. It doesn't seem to want to. What about these guys up here? No, it doesn't want to stick either. Let's see what else we got here. And we want this to come out the side here. It's not doing exactly what we want it to do. That's for sure. Let's have a look here. What we're going to do, we'll try and bulk this out just like that, and now we've actually got some support here. We should be able to put this guy in there, and there we go. So that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to run these around just like so. Put these triangle bits in the middle there, mainly for support. Let's try and get away with this being open. Let's close these guys up. Very nice. Once it's got something to sit on, it seems a lot happier. And then this one down here, we haven't got that. That one, we'll grab this guy. That one. Now I'll just get the lights turned back on for us. Alright, so we're gonna roll this guy out just like so. That's gonna have a nice base underneath here. There we go. Oh, not what we want. Still one there. And we're gonna need a way to get out of here. Okay. So what we might do, we'll just leave that open for now. So that's the first box inside this box taken care of. Now these side bits, say walls, and I kind of like that mix match. Kind of breaks it up a little bit more, which is always nice. There we go. And I also like that look. Nice little ceiling on this guy. This one's not happy about it. Continue around. Sometimes it's just a building glitch which does weird things. Like that triangle we just put down there. So let's try going to a different piece and back. And sometimes that works. Stability is 60, we've got enough. Let's keep going around with this. Right. And we also want this in here as well. Very touchy. 15. Because that's 15, we're not going to get the stability that we want there. So that is going to have to stay open. That's right, if they can climb in there, they deserve to be in there. Because that is a pretty good feat by itself. Now we're going to close this guy up. Now this is going to be one of those raids that's quite easy if you know what you're doing. Like if you have a look around properly, you can probably get in here with, like, let's say 10 bombs. Let's go with a 10 bomb limit. Of course, if you do it the hard way, this could blow out of control and you could actually spend a lot more time on this. To get the stability that we want, just having a look here. Alright, so we've still got our entrance in here. It's a little bit crowded in here, but that's right, we can get out. What we're going to chuck in next is these side pieces here. Let's just give a little bit more shape to the outside, which looks pretty good. I can put this guy in. Yep. And it kind of blocks those bits off that we had before. Just showing you can't do too much with that. Okay. She is blocked off. Looking good. If we come back, you can see what we're working with here. And I'm going to put one piece there. And around the side here, we're going to have another guy. And that one now just works. Of course, it just works now, why not? But there we go, that is pretty much it. This random piece can go. I don't want random pieces like that. And let's have a look here. A nice triangle around the side here. Will look pretty good too. Just a few more spikes and just more detail on the outside. It makes it look a lot nicer. And when we put the anti-climb on it as well, that will make it look good too. Now, I'm not too sure which one I want to go for. But probably this one. The other one's a bit more out there. Maybe that can go in the middle. Yeah, that gives like more layers to the building as well. Again, just for looks really. But let's get that down. More anti-climb around the side there. Beautiful, now it's starting to look like something. We come down here and have a bit of a look. It's like we can put some triangle pieces under these walls that we did, just to make it look finished. That looks a lot better. Let's put this guy back in as well, so it's actually sealed up. This one here. Right. Alright, so that inner bubble is actually sealed now. This outside is just like an extra protective layer if they decide to do trebs. These spikes will hold off the trebs quite well, and then there's also another layer on the inside here to hold off trebs. So that if they're shooting from underneath up, it's going to be a bit of a tricky situation. Unless their trebs land up here, but then they've got to get past these spikes as well. If they can get the trebs to hit these pipe works, that will be the best way to do it. Or to blow these up and draw up the whole thing. That is another way of doing it too. But looking at that, we'll probably have to put something in the middle here, like a nice throw. Maybe on the sides a bit as well. But we'll see how we go, because at the moment that looks pretty good as it stands. Alright, so we've gone with like a red glow for night time. I think that looks really good. So that's going to be the raid base there. I'm going to jazz it up a little bit, put a few thralls around, and put some loot on the inside. And I'll give you a quick glimpse of some of the loot that's going to be in here. I want to leave some of it a surprise for the people who are playing as well. But let's jump straight into the finished project. Alright guys, so this is the loot room. These are the chests you are after if you're going to come raid this base. Now you can see there's a lot of good stuff in there, and it also goes a lot further down, which I'm not going to show, but there is a lot of good stuff in these two chests. And some of those poison bags you probably haven't even seen before. But if you want to come raid this base, just jump on HyperX, let me know in the Discord, and I'll jump on and you guys can raid it. But I'm not going to show you exactly where this loot is, so let me pop out of here. But there we have it guys, that is going to be the build today, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, come see me on Discord, we'll have a chat. Other than that, I'm ZfreeZone, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cover this bad boy up.